bad. We had our challenge issued, though. Looks like Corey is on the play. Kept a 4-lander. It's going to start on a Pelt Collector, though. That's where you want to be on turn 1.
Now, it looks like Price has also adopted the Joel Rail strategy here in the main deck, so we'll be interesting to see if that one is able to put up enough defense to give Corey some problems. His draw doesn't seem that good to start with.
Yeah, the green deck does not do a lot in the way of answering that card, as you see Joel Rail on 2. Now, Baumeister did brick the first draw step on a land, but Gem Razor is a solid pickup.
Yeah, this is a hell of a draw. It's probably the most damage output that he can have on 3 off the top of the deck, and we have Price already at 8 life. And with Trample, it is unlikely that these 2/2s are able to do much, and with Protection from Multicolor, the Teferi can't even bounce it? This is a nightmare!
Yeah,
is the game already over?
Yeah, I mean, Price picked up the 3rd land. It was a tap land, though. Made a cat, but yeah, Baumeister, just this huge trampler already online. Ranger's Guile also hanging out.
I think you actually just... Oh, do you just front half the Lovestruck Beast to put a counter on Pelt Collector? Then you attack for 9 trample, and if a block goes wrong, the Ranger's Guile kills. They have to block with Jarrell or they die.
I think the big concern for Baumeister is thinking about what the game looks like if Price has Shatter the Sky.
Right. Well, I think you probably just lose.
Yeah, I mean, if you draw that conclusion, then it's pretty clear how aggressive you should be, right? And there is Lovestruck Beast.
My guess is there's going to be a double block on the Pelt Collector, which is probably going to force the Ranger's Guile, but it's also going to leave Price at 2, which means a Shock Land doesn't allow for Shatter the Sky and basically leaves no real way out.
So here is the double block. Here is the Guile. Trade that for the 2 creatures. Pelt Collector is going to stick around. 6 damage comes across. Price is down to 2. And not even a land. The GG. Corey Baumeister really quickly up a game with mono green aggro.
That's how it goes. That Gem Razor off the top combined onto the Stonecool Serpent not only took away the Teferi as an out for being able to interact, but also just added so many extra counters, not only from like the mutate onto the Stonecool Serpent, but just like effectively adding haste damage to the battlefield is just a huge deal.
Yeah, that's just like the big thing that Gem Razor does. I don't know if I've ever seen it destroy a permanent. I'm not positive I've ever seen that.
I've seen it kill an Omen of the Sea. That's about all it usually does, but it's just a really efficient body that pairs really nicely on Stonecoil Serpent, and I think that's just like one of the best interactions for an aggro deck that I've seen in Standard in quite some time.
See at the bottom of your screen here that over on StarCityGames.com, we got Jumpstart. You can pre-order that. StarCityGames.com/JMP. There's a product where you just buy 2 boosties and you got a deck that's ready to play. It's kind of like that game Smash Up.
Smash Up. I'm going to let you expound because I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, it's a board game. There's a bunch of expansions to it. There's a bunch of themes to it. Like you can pick vampires and cats, and you shuffle the vampire deck and the cat deck together, and you got a little kitty vampire deck. And then somebody else picks up a different set of themes, say robots and dinosaurs, and they have their robot dinosaur deck. And you play however the game goes from there. That's really the only part that I know about it.
All right, Ryan, this was not for you, okay? I'm going to talk to chat for a second. Hey, chat. I don't want to make fun of Ryan, but did y'all hear him just say dinosaur? Did y'all hear him say dinosaur?
Do you think when I do that it's not intentionally to rouse you?
I don't know. I don't know. Your accent could be so strange. I mean, to be fair, people make fun of me whenever I'm like dinosaur. You know, so I don't know. All right. Well, looks like both players are ready here. But the jumpstart thing is basically just Pack Wars, right? Am I wrong?
Kind of like Pack Wars, except the design is a little bit more focused on the boosters generating a coherent deck every time.
Oh, that's really cool. That's cool.
Yeah. right, Price going to open up with a Temple. Baumeister's going to go to work with Heart's Desire.
Yeah, that Love Shark Beast just hitting on 1 and 3 is just so powerful for an aggressive deck. Now, it's usually pretty good in like a Llanowar's deck in Pioneer, for example. Sees some play in Modern, not too much. But Love Shark Beast is just such a house.
Barkhide Troll joins the party, another Temple for Price. No action just yet. In fact, just leaving up green and white mana. Baumeister rumbles in for 4, Price to 15. And here comes the Lovestruck Beast.
All right. Here's the test for Baumeister. Is there a Shatter of the Sky? And even though the resolution might be circa 1998 from Nicholas Price's side of things, I'm just going to probably talk to him after this match. And maybe I'll send him a new graphics card or something, because holy moly.
But, you know, like that's the new arena skin. It's the 8-bit arena skin. And Price declines to shock for Shatter of the Sky. Teferi Time Raveler is going to bounce the token. That means the Lovestruck Beast is going to need some help if it's to attack.
I really wanted a good punish there. I really wanted like another Lovestruck off the top to just make a 1/1. But this is not too bad either.
Vivian Arcbow Rangers, the play for Baumeister. Which ability to use? It's going to bash that Teferi with the Lovestruck Beast. And there comes the Barkhide Troll, priced to 12.
I couldn't have done that. I could not have done that. I could not have minus there. I would have just attacked it, put some counters on the Barkhide Troll. I would have failed that test. Corey Baumeister might be one of the best players ever.
It's very disciplined.
Yeah.
Dude just really gets it.
Sometimes all it takes is to just understand what's happening. You know? And a lot of times, though, getting to the point where you actually understand what's happening is really difficult. And in that specific scenario, you have to think about it. Your options are just very strange, and oh my, I'm just going to shut up. Holy
It's very Master of Time as our Price goes. Not going to pull the trigger on that Shatter of the Sky. And Shifting Ceratops picked up by Baumeister. On the table, only had attack for 5 at the ready. With the Vivian plus the Barkhide Troll. But that Haster, that can be a good one to hold on to.
I don't know if you saw Corey hover over the ram through. I would bet a lot of money he's citing that out after this game. He hovered over it to show us that it's bad. And he's just like, yeah, this one shouldn't be in the deck.
Yeah. What does this one do? Oh, yeah, nothing.
Well, Corey can play the Ceratops, give it haste, and battle and kill the Teferi. It has protection from blue, so it can't be phased out.
Vivian's going to pump the Troll.
The Troll can also gain hexproof, so I don't know. This is really hard. It might not even be worth playing the Ceratops yet and just go for the Jugular after the Shatter of the Sky. But I feel like Price is just waiting so long for the Shatter to do anything.
Baumeister's going to hang on to the Ceratops. Troll will attack Price. They'll connect for the full 5, Price to 7, and Scavenging Ooze post-combat, deployed by Corey.
Yeah, he's just going to play the 1. He's going to pass the turn. He's just trying to put enough pressure on the battlefield so that Price has to play the Shatter of the Sky, and then he's just going to ride the Shifting Ceratops to victory. That's the plan, and it's going to work. Unless Price finds something right now off the Teferi loot or the Growth Spiral, he's dead to this Shifting Ceratops.
This Price is going to draw for turn. Teferi will loot again.
And this is one of the reasons why I was advocating for casting the Shatter earlier, because now you're at a spot where any haste creature off the top is almost lethal. And the fact that it's Shifting Ceratops is just an actual nightmare.
Yeah, Ceratops with Pro Blue, getting haste. Vivian pumping it to 7. Well, 7's a pretty dang inconvenient life total.
All right. Trying to figure out what to discard here. Unfortunately for price, I don't think it's relevant. Doesn't quite have the mana to do much of anything else. There's a chance they can shatter the sky now, and then on the next turn, the loot from Teferi can find exactly Ether Gust to put Shifting Ceratops back on top of the deck. I think that's about it. Now, Nick doesn't even know about the Ceratops. There's a chance that he just assumes that next turn is just going to be play a creature plus it with Vivian. But unfortunately for him, it's just going to mean death.
Growth Spiral draws another land. Yeah, Shatter the Sky and an uncastable Lucan. Ooh, I like that thinking emote.
Yeah, was probably trying to figure out a way to play around Heroic Intervention, which is a card that Baumeister sides in. Unfortunately, though, just has to slam it, but it's not going to end up mattering.
Shatter the Sky is going to prompt some ooze activations, but mostly what's happening, board's dying, Corey's drawing a card, and the Ceratops should be able to cross the finish line.
Yeah, the fact that it can gain haste and has protection from blue is just so powerful. It can't be phased out from the Teferi, so this is literally just the card that kills Nick Price, and there's nothing he can do about it. Oh, did he oops him?
I think he considered emoting and then didn't.
Okay, that's the Corey I know and love. He was gonna emote for the crowd and decided to just show us and not his opponent.
How about we give this haste? How about we make it a 7? How about we attack for lethal?
Yeah, unfortunately, Teferi is a master of time, but he's also a master of getting whooped by an old dinosaur that has protection from stupid smart people.